Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn here. We're down under in Australia tonight. We're gonna start off from Ballina tonight. Oh, we're gonna start off from so we're gonna start off from Ballina Byron Gateway. Yankee Bravo. Is it Nevada? No, Nevada Alpha, something like that. You get it. I'm not a real pilot, so always learning my alphabet. So we're gonna go from Ballina Byron Gateway. This is by AUScene. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. I'm not sure if it's just AUScene, but I'll call them AUScene. Then we're gonna go up to Southport Airport by AUScene. But Ballina Byron Gateway just released, I think last week, so it's brand new. Southport's been released for a bit, but yeah, again, that's from AUScene. And because the flight is so short, I've then added landmarks by landmarks Brisbane City by Orbx, Brisbane International, and by Orbx, and then we'll finish off at Redcliffe Aerodrome by Pushback Studio. We'll also fly by Gold Coast, but some of these airports I might not even land. We'll just go over them. But with these first two, Ballina and Southport, I wanted to take a look at the airports, showcase them in this stream. So if you have any questions throughout the stream, don't be shy. Ask me in the chat. So let's get started here. Gonna do a tour around the airport here at Ballina. So it comes with a static -8 by Qantas Link. So that's always going to be in the airport. Looks nice. Oh, he's looking at the watch. Can't wait to get, can't wait for his plane. No entry. Ooh. Warning, sterile area. Unauthorized possession of weapons or prohibited items. Prohibited. Well, you can't, it's prohibited to have prohibited weapons. Okay. Is there inside? No, there's no inside here, but there's two hangars that have a inside too. And yeah, the parking lot. It's one of the first things I noticed is parking lots. Parking lot looks great. And what I'll also do is I'll also do a review video on this separate from this stream, but this is more so my first look of the airport. This is all default in the back here. I don't think anything's been added. Not do. They've got a brewery right there at the airport. This must be where the movie Flight was filmed, where Denzel Washington he drinks a bunch and then he goes flying. Yeah, this looks really nice. You even got like some drums in the back. This is Australia Manuka honey. Ooh. Pretty sweet. Haha. And this looks like AUScene would have worked on this too, because this is definitely not default. Ballina Waste Management Center fees. Oh, and it's up to date. And here you can see runway 06. Come down, we'll take a look at some of the hangars. Because like I said, there's a couple of hangars that are open to look at. And I bet there's probably some planes in there. Sizzling Savage. Oh, I think this one's open here. White Star Aviation. Hey Lars, how's it going? Is this like crates of something? It's a pilot shop. The bus is like driving right in. I wonder. You think no? Yeah, and this is a static helicopter. It's a pretty small helicopter. Fueling station. Let's take a look on the other side. There should be another hangar open. Yes, here we are. So there's no airplanes in them, but you can actually park there. So I'm parked in general aviation. So you got the markings, max wingspan of 12 meters to be able to come in here. But yeah, it's really very well detailed airport. And there's something over here. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at this, and then we'll get ready to take off. Then our first stop will be Southport Airport by AUScene. I think there's a lighthouse at a point just before we get there. Oh, this is the fire department. Just in case my plane burns down. If I had damage on, it'd probably burn down every time. All right, let's reset that. Come in here. We got a pushback. Actually, let's. Now it's taxi.
Yankee Bravo November Alpha Traffic Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 is taxiing to runway 6.
Okay, so they want me to go to runway 6.
Yankee Bravo November Alpha Traffic Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 taking off runway 6 north departure.
Turn that off. Back in. So for today's flight, I'm gonna be using the Cessna 152. Oh, way too fast.
Yankee Bravo November Alpha Traffic Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 taking off runway 6 departure to the west.
ATC not getting back to us? I think I still have a ways to go to get up to get to the end of the runway. There should be a turnaround yet. Looks like a turnaround. All right. Just want to get the VFR map out because got no GPS in here, so that you can see where we're going. So we're gonna go up to Cape Byron Lighthouse, and then continue on to. Actually, this would be Gold Coast comes before Southport. All right, here we are. I don't even think I'm... Yeah, flaps are at 0. That's fine.
Cessna 152 1 miles east of Yankee Bravo November Alpha 200 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 Brisbane Center. Squawk 7466.
Squawk 7466 Sizzle Alpha Echo 777.
Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 radar contact 2 miles northeast of Yankee Bravo November Alpha 800 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Sizzle Alpha Echo 777.
It's where all the gold dust. That's why it's called the Gold Coast. All the fields are gold. My wife and I, we actually thought of moving down here maybe like 8 years ago. And we were looking at the Gold Coast or Brisbane. But that never happened. Still up here in the cold winter. Not that it's cold winter all the time, but like winters are pretty cold. Summer's already over. thanks for the sub, Pilot Fest. Thanks a lot. What was my other? Let's see, Microsoft. Should be on this point. And you can see Seafront Simulations vessel pack. That boat's from it, sailboat. Looks like there's another boat out here. Let's take a look at the beach. Oh, nice! It's like this river connects with the ocean when it's high tide. The fresh water or the salt water will go in. And there's the lighthouse.
Climb and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors ILS. Still the runway 14 approach.
Climb and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors ILS. Still the runway 14 approach. Generic Bravo Charlie Delta.
Yeah, it looks really nice here. And I think there would be a lot more boats on the water side, on the coast. But you get one or two.
Generic Bravo Charlie Delta, you are 32 miles south. Climb and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors ILS. Zulu runway 14 approach.
So we're not going to stop at Gold Coast Airport. We'll stop at Southport.
Maintain 2,500 feet. Expect vectors ILS. Zulu runway 14 approach. Generic Bravo Charlie Delta.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing for surfing. Because I was saying a while ago, my wife and I, we looked at going here about 8 years ago. And like, yeah, Gold Coast, Brisbane, mostly Gold Coast. It's good for surfing. I don't surf. I probably couldn't even stay on the board even if I was like lying on it. But yeah, big competitions happen. Because it's a long stretch of beach. Oh, that must be Gold Coast Airport grass strip. And I wonder if this floods at all. I guess it would have to be if you had like torrential rains. But because in the sim it almost looks like the water is high. Yeah, breaking waves, yeah, that'd be nice. Or even like to see like, yeah, like with the Great Barrier Reef and stuff like that.
77 contact Brisbane approach on 123.5.
And then like how they, how like the waves and stuff crashing in.
Sizzle Alpha, Echo 777. Brisbane approach, Sizzle Alpha, Echo 777, 1,200 feet.
Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 Brisbane approach altimeter 30.42 continuous plan.
And it's like, really, you're not that far from mountains here. like a 5-10 minute drive, and you're in some mountains. And this 152, it trims out very well. I did a 32.5 hour flight a couple of weekends ago in this, like, from my place in Halifax all the way down to San Diego. And yeah, 32.5 hour flights, no autopilot. I actually went to the washroom once. I just kept it, like, got it leveled out, went to the washroom, came back, and the plane was starting to circle around, but I caught it in time. But I stopped at airports to refuel and go to the washroom, get something to eat, and then sit back on this chair. 32.5 hours. Yeah, and the clouds are looking low up ahead, because you can even see on the mountains up here. The clouds are covering them. Yeah, that's right. That's the test. At one time I had to go for number 2, and I was like, I can't just, like, it can't wait that long. The plane would be gone by the time we got back. So at that point, I was landed anyways. But I think because I had like a bunch of like coffee, so then I really had to go, and it was shortly after I had just gone, but it's like in the wee hours of, like, it's now like morning, the next morning, and I just had to stop somewhere. So I parked in a field, and the guys were like, "What are you doing?" Said, I really have to go. Because the legs were like anywhere from 2 hours to 3.5 hours between stops. Also, so that was not Gold Coast. Gold Coast is, we still have that up here. What was that? Tiagara Airport, and it was a grass strip, but it wasn't on the flight plan anyways. Yeah, Gold Coast is up here. And Friday night I'll be going to Croatia in the CRJ. I'm not sure if it all depends on how long the flight is, because I have two. Orbx just came out with Split last week in Croatia, and they're coming out with Zagra or Zabra. Just gonna check it out. But yeah, so it's coming out next week, but I've got it as a preview to showcase to you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do Friday night. We'll go between Split Airport and is it coming soon? Zadar Airport. So Split is the second busiest airport in Croatia, and Zadar's the fourth busiest. Yeah, you really like the. I haven't looked at the New Zealand mesh, but the Alaska mesh is good. A lot of people, they watched my preview video on that, and they just couldn't see the difference. There was differences in the video, but it's like it's a 6-minute video, and I'm trying to take three shots, but having to do the same shot over and at the same angle, and then you don't want to put clouds in the skies and stuff, because then people are gonna get all like conspiracy theory that it's the clouds that are causing it and not the mesh making it look nice. So then I did a couple of live streams, and some people then really liked the live streams because then they could see, they just saw with the mesh, and they could tell the difference because they pass by there a lot in the sim. And AUScene, so AUScene, they did Ballina, where we took off from. They've done Southport. They've got Hamilton Island that's coming up, and they've also got Lord Howe Island is also coming soon. They've got Ayers Rock, Uluru. That one it's really nice, just with the scenery around it. They also have Parafield, Adelaide, and then they got a free one, Aldinga Airfield. I think, yeah, that's it for now on Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Brisbane approach generic Victor Hotel Echo Whiskey Lima is at 2,700 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. Generic Victor Hotel Echo Whiskey Lima Brisbane approach altimeter trains 0.42 continue as planned.
This looks like photogrammetry. Because it's like black buildings from a distance. So we'll stop at Southport because this airport's just default. Now it makes me curious what that is on the beach. Is it like a surf shop? It looks like we've got some real life traffic coming our way. Generic, they're going to wait, they must be coming in from Cairns. No, just casino.
Alpha Echo 777 traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 1,700 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 have the generic in sight.
Oh yeah, because I don't have name tags on. Hey, plane spotting for kids. Most of the ways around here break going left from the beach, I think, on sandbars. Okay. I'd like to see that fixed, where it's like the loading, because it's like way too close. Like I see the loading happening. Yeah, this is definitely photogrammetry because I can see the tree pillars. I wonder how many miles or kilometers the beach It's just like beach forever and ever. And it's like nice beach. It's not like a rocky beach. Oh yeah, and when we get to Brisbane, Brisbane has actually been announced as the host city for what, the 2032 Olympics? Yeah, I think like 2032. Yeah. This looks great, even photogrammetry. Gonna move on over. What's the runway here? Runway 1, okay. Oh yeah. Is this horse racing? It's definitely not race car. It's not sports car or race car racing. That's it looks like horses. And the stuttering that's going on right now is pretty much from the photogrammetry. I think the airport should be right there. That's a road, so the airport. It's see a white lights. But it's not white lights. It's something. Wow. Oh yeah, and I don't have the rudder assist on for takeoff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn around here, then we'll get out. We'll take a look at the airport here. Okay, let's get out, check this. Yes, okay, I haven't been to this airport. I think I might have been to it once when it was released, but I remember they had put some kangaroos. Just don't want those guys to be hopping on your runway. Whack ya. No parking, keep clear. So this is by AUScene also. Oh, one door's open here. Jabberoo. That might be because I've got it. That's what I should have did this flight in. It was a Jabberoo. Never thought of it. Australian plane. New Zealand? No, on Friday night is Croatia, because there's a new airport coming out next week in Croatia. But I will be going to New Zealand at some point, because there's some new stuff coming for New Zealand soon. I think Flight Beam's close to finishing Wellington. Yeah, and Aaron at AUScene, he told me this Southport airport's only for single engines. So, no jets. It's such a small strip anyways. But yeah, no jets, no turboprops or anything. So just like single engine. Alright, let's get back. Oh, it's 'cause I got the brake on. And yeah, I'm always switching things up there. Plane spotting for kids. Different planes, different areas. I just don't like the same stuff over and over again. That was horrible. But again, that's because I don't have the rudder assist on takeoffs. So now we're going up to on this island. North Stradbroke Island. We'll go to like the tip of that and then cross into Brisbane City, see the Brisbane landmarks, and then fly over Brisbane Airport, and then head up to the last place. What's the last place? Redcliffe Aerodrome by Pushback Studio. I think that was their free airport, their first release for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Brisbane approach Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 and type Cessna 152 1 miles east of Yankee Sierra Papa Tango 200 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Sizzle Alpha Echo 777 Brisbane approach. Squawk 5325.
And yeah, guys, if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the stream, just hit the that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Helps with the YouTube algorithm, and again, greatly appreciated.
Through the Charlie airspace, Sizzle Alpha Echo 777.
And got some news today. Oh, I made the news, but the news is I'm going to the Flight Sim Expo, which is coming up very shortly, 24th to 26th in San Diego. And then after booking all my stuff, then I'm like, oh, I gotta do a COVID test before and after. I have to do one like 3 days before going to the conference, getting into the US. And then I gotta do 3 days before coming back into Canada. But it'll be fine. I guess all the pharmacies in the US, or most of them, provide COVID tests for free, so that's good. And Yeah, shouldn't be a problem to get a test. So yeah, I'll have some coverage of the Flight Sim Expo.
Echo 777, contact Brisbane Center on 130.4. Good day.
I'll be able to meet up with some other flight simmers, developers, manufacturers. So should be a great time. And it'll also be my birthday weekend, so bonus. I was looking at my little nav map on my side screen, and then I was like, why am I going out into the ocean? But I wasn't looking at the yellow, like my marker. I was looking at some other plane's marker.
Echo 777. Brisbane approach, Sizzle Alpha Echo 777, 1,900 feet. Sizzle Alpha Echo 777, Brisbane approach, altimeter 30.42, continue as planned.
For those that are just arriving, we've took off from Ballina, which is by AUScene. Then we landed at Southport by AUScene. Now we're on our way up to North Stradbroke Island. We'll go to the tip of that and then cut in to Brisbane City, see the landmarks by Orbx, cross over the Brisbane International Airport by Orbx, and then we'll head to our destination, Redcliffe Airport, which is by Pushback Studio. But do you guys fly around in this area in the sim? Or are you from the area? You might have found me because you're from the area. Grayer, how's it going? Going pretty good here. got the live weather on, live time. So it's like 9:35. I think might be 10:35. I think it's 13 hours. 13 hours ahead of me. So it's yeah, it's cloudy here. Keep doing what you do. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Do I fly a real plane? Well, I fly a real plane in the simulator. Get it? No, I'm not a real pilot. But I'm a real sim pilot. No, I was actually visiting my wife's family over the weekend, and they've got, there's like it's like what, 2 hangars, a gravel strip, a canal with floats. I think there's like a Mooney. I think there's a Mooney, something else, and a float, and then another part of that family, they've got a helicopter, and they're like out in the woods. But I've never, like, I've been around for like 12 years, and I've never flown with them. But one of the brothers is now dead, so obviously he doesn't fly. But and I'm not sure if his kids have taken over or what's the deal there. It almost looks like a quarry. But I'm like right over it, so I can't really see. Oh yeah, right here. It looks like a quarry, or like maybe it's like a sand dune. Look at that. Or maybe it's a bunch of gold. Hence the Gold Coast. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be a quarry. There's just too much. There's a little bit of water. but that could also be due to the sim. All right, so we'll go into Brisbane. See the landmarks here. So I've tried to make a video before Brisbane International and Brisbane landmarks pack, and every time I went to do the video, it would look fine on my screen, but then when it went through the Streamlabs, it was all choppy. So now that we're in the stream, that should be fine, hopefully. Yeah, no, like I said, on Friday nights, well, tonight I started at 8:30 my time, 7:30 Eastern. But on Friday night, we'll start at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And we'll be off in Croatia in the CRJ. The thing is, I'm not sure on... I know my 2 airports in Croatia, but we might start outside of Croatia, come in. So I want to see if I might be able to do it from Bristol in, but it might be too far. So I gotta take a look at the planning later on tonight after this. All right, sounds good. Have a good one there, Grayer. Yeah, you can see the landmarks from a distance are starting to pop up. They look like sticks for now. So what we're gonna see is we're gonna see some AFL stadiums. I think cricket stadium, and then some downtown business district buildings. There's like a Brisbane Eye, like a London Eye, but in Brisbane. So we're gonna catch the river here, then we'll go downtown here very shortly. We're like 1,300 feet. Maybe get down to 1,000. You can tell that bridge is part of the city landmarks by Orbx. Or else it would be just a flat bridge if it was default. Here we go. Oh, we got one right here. This might be cricket. It's either cricket or Aussie Rules Football. AFL. Oh man. Yeah, very choppy. AFL. Yeah, it's definitely AFL. It did some great work with the bridges. Looks like a pedestrian bridge. Yeah, there's your like London Eye in Brisbane. Another stadium. This is AFL again. No, it's the same one. It's the same one going over it again. And I think the landmarks goes right out to the ocean. Because by the airport, there's some shipping machines there, cranes to put the shipping containers. Oh, this bridge is well done. I should be able to go under it. And then you'll hear smack. No, we're good. Look at all those flying cars. That's what you're gonna see in 2032 when Brisbane hosts the Olympics. Flying cars by then. All right, let's pick it up and let's go over by the airport. And so here at the airport, it's Brisbane Airport, with Orbx, you get the new runway, which I'll show you in just a moment. So this runway you'll get in the default, but the other runway in the default is closed. So all this is part of the airport.
Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect ILS runway 1 left approach via panic transition. Cleared to panic Qantas 711.
Just gonna park it here. Obviously, you wouldn't park it on a hot runway in real life, but there's no repercussions here. Just wanted to show you the let's bring up the drone. Yeah, so in the default Brisbane International, you get this runway and you get this one, but it's actually closed in real life, and they've built out a new runway. This in the default is actually under construction. So what Orbx have done is they have the fully constructed, as in real life, new runway. But it's, yeah, you know, it's obviously bigger than this one. And look how the way that runway went. It's like it connected right in the back of the other one. So I don't know why they did that in the first place. It could have been that this is what started out, because you got like some parking there. But yeah. So the Orbx one is more accurate than the default. So let's hop back into the plane and let's take off from here. We'll go to our final destination, which is Redcliffe, Yankee Romeo Echo Delta, and that is by a Pushback Studio. And I think Redcliffe by Pushback was their first one for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and is a free airport. I'm pretty sure on that.
Brisbane approach Sizzle Malta Echo 777 is type Cessna 152 1 miles east of Brisbane 300 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Sizzle Malta Echo 777.
You can see a plane landing on that new runway.
Qantas 711 descent and maintain 4,000 feet. Squawk Squawk 6106 Sizzle Alpha, Echo 777. Sizzle Alpha, Echo 777, radar contact at 2 miles northeast of Brisbane, 500 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. This is also within the
Maintain 4,000 feet.
Brisbane City landmarks.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Sizzle Alpha, Echo 777.
So at Redcliffe, the runways are runway 7 and 25. It's only
4,000 feet.
only 2,787 feet.
Qantas 711, you are 11 miles southwest of Brisbane. Contact Brisbane Tower on 118.0 when inbound. Jetstar Niner 31, please expedite your climb. 8,300 feet. Tower on 118.0 Qantas 711.
You can actually see the moon right up there.
Jetstar Niner 31 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
I don't know if you noticed that, but this plane just went woo woo. A little wonky.
Maintain 4,000 feet. Jetstar Niner 31.
Looks like I hit an air pocket.
Jetstar Niner 31, please expedite your descent. 4,000 feet. Jetstar Niner 31, you are 11 miles southwest of Brisbane. Contact Brisbane Tower on 118.0 when inbound.
It's early in the sim, Because it's early in Australia, but it's late here.
Tower 118.
10 after 10. And it's 10 after 11 in Australia, although the East Coast.
Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic sizzle Malta Echo 777 2 miles west, 800 feet inbound to land runway at 25.
Full flats. There we go. Landing at Redcliffe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that rudder assist back on. It's tough. Oops. Oh, we can park it there. Let's take a look at the drone. Yeah, and again, this is a free DLC. Keep clear. This must be the main office. Yeah, Redcliffe Aero Club. Some of the hangars are open. So you could park your plane in one of these hangars. This place has room for helicopters. This is a pretty nice airport for being free. It's obviously more detailed than the default. Well, that's it for this stream. Thank you to everyone who came along, watched, chat, or watch. This is bad, the stuttering on it. But I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that because graphics cards and settings are all fine. But that's it for this live stream. Again, thanks a lot for watching and happy flying. See you next time. I'll be back Friday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. UTC, Zulu, GMT, whatever you want to call it. We'll be in Croatia in the CRJ and taking a look at Zadra Airport, which is a new one from Orbx coming out next week. And we'll also be looking at Split that came out last week from Orbx. So, and we might have another airport to fly from. So stay tuned for that. And that will be on Friday night. But happy flying.